Train transport in UK. I normally prefer buying my ticket online. There are quite a number of websites like trip.com and Trainline. I use trip.com more often to book my flights and hotel reservations as well. You can buy tickets online at the station or on the train. People who buy tickets on the train do so when they are caught. Remember, there's a heavy penalty for traveling without one, and as a law-abiding immigrant, I follow the rules to the latter. Never have I ever traveled before booking. Only that there's this one time. So basically, at the station, you can buy printed tickets from a machine using your bank card and a unique code. You can also collect tickets from a staffed ticket office. So personally, you know me now. I do e-tickets which are shared to me via my email or via the app. One thing about me, I will always be late. I don't know who cast me, but I'll always be late, but I'll be there. So I was really running to catch the train because what? It was right here. 2 minutes to departure. Since I was so much in a hurry, I couldn't really cover all the steps. In my next video, maybe we can look at how to buy tickets from the station where you have that generated card like ticket that can be scanned by the conductor in the train, when needed, or at the station itself. There's an area you need to scan to be granted access. Look at my husband's wife just chilling. The train I boarded was the best. I think the best I've ever boarded, one of the best, because it was almost empty. I don't like crowded places, so I really enjoyed it. So just like the streets of Nairobi where you need to be alert and observant, in UK you equally need to be alert and observant, but for a different reason. You need to know the time and the platform you're boarding from. There can be quite a number of them at the station, even more than 20 platforms at a station. I mean, don't take a train to London when you're supposed to go to Manchester. That is embarrassing and time wasting as well. And also, you can be double charged for that. In this sense, you are already on your train to London. You are supposed to alight at the next station, or maybe you've not even realized that you are on a wrong train. So you will realize maybe later when you're already in London, you'll have to book another train to Manchester. So if you can't read, please ask. There are always people, attendants or whatever they are called at the station that can offer clear directions. Please ask. If you ever come here, ask if you don't know anything. If you're able to use your listening and reading skills, that will be good for you, because announcements will always be made, like the train approaching platform 2 is headed to Manchester. I mean, that is a very, very clear instruction.
This is ssidi.ka. The next stop will be University.
You see, so as long as you're in the right train, you can never get lost. You only need to be alert and listen to the announcement of the next stop, like this.
The next stop will be University.
And by the way, you need to be very quick. While approaching your station, or you've approached, get up immediately. Because once the door has been locked, that's it. Nobody will consider you. Who are you? Who are you to be considered? Nobody will consider you. Once it has been locked, that's it. The train will move with you to the next stop. And you'll have to look for ways to go back to your station so that next time you will be awake and you will have missed your interview.
Now approaching University. Please mind the gap when leaving the train and step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs. If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sorted.
And I need you to take note of all these train stations and tell me which one is your best. I know they are all developed differently. There are those that look like villages, there are those look like small towns, and there are those that look like big cities. University looks good. I mean, it's a university train station.
This is University. The next stop will be Highways.
We still have a long way to go. Our final destination is Birmingham. So this train station is Birmingham New Street.
We will be calling at Highways, Birmingham New Street, Aston, Bradley Hill, Leicester Road, Wild Green, Sutton Coldfield, Four Oaks, Butlers Lane, Lake Street, Shenstone, Lichfield City, and Lichfield Trent Valley.
Yay! That means we're not so far from arriving at our destination. It's just one stop to go.
Next station, stop Birmingham New Street.
So this is Birmingham New Street. You can see how big it is with quite a number of platforms, as I earlier mentioned. So you really need to be very, very keen. Very, very keen. So to be fair, it's easy to navigate in Birmingham New Street once you understand its system. The red, green and blue lounges acting as waiting areas for various platforms. You will have a look at every one of them later on, but right now we are heading to our way out because we need to get out of the station. I was actually going to shopping center. It's an open market, kama tu soko. Yeah. So we'll have a look at, maybe that is the train. This is it. The train we've just alighted from. Nikakubwa. It's ni long or big, whatever. One thing you must know about Birmingham New Street is that it's the largest and busiest of the three main railway stations in Birmingham city centre, that is in England. And of course, it's a central hub of the British railway system. Another mathematics is to find your way out. So you can either use a lift, escalators or stairs. I've never used a lift in this station, to be honest, and I've been here for over 10 times or even over 20 times. I only followed the multitude and got in this lift, but normally you will all be heading towards the same direction because everyone who has alighted is obviously heading to their ways out. Trying to find my way, recording at the same time and being mindful of other people is one thing I also needed to put into consideration because I needed to be very demure, very cutesy, very mindful of everyone. So if you've been keen enough, I said you need to have that ticket because there's a place you need to scan it so you can be granted access to the other side, and this is the area where you can see you can see people scanning their tickets and the Kamalango opens for you to go through it, right? So if you don't have it, my dear, it's not like you will be arrested, but how will you go through, right? Now, Birmingham being a big city, you can get lost the whole day and not even a witch can save you. You can even get stuck in the train station because you don't even know your way out. Aside being able to read, I said earlier that you can ask for directions. And personally also ensure that my phone has access to internet and it's fully charged. With that, I know I'm well taken care of. I can Google my ways around and I'll be at my destination at the time I want. And if you can't figure out your way out, take an Uber. As I had earlier mentioned, I'm here to shop this is where I usually shop because we have lots of African delicacies. So I'll have to cut this video short at this point. Mona Odeon at this point. In our next video, we'll have a look at how the UK open markets look like. Maybe you'll be surprised, or maybe you won't be surprised, because maybe you will be expecting something better or maybe something quite different. It's a little bit different, but it's honestly similar to what we have in our country, Kenya. Yeah. So look at how Birmingham New Street looks like from the outside view. Ileni M&S, we have quite a number of shopping centers, Amango mostly at the high streets. We have TK Maxx that is nearby. These ones, you need to have a pocket, my dear. I always prefer Primark because it's somehow in line with what is in my pocket. So I'm telling you, Iposiku. This is my father's daughter. She has just arrived at Birmingham New Street, ready to do some shopping. See you in the next video.